A lesser-known, yet fascinating aspect of the Philippines, often overlooked, is its central bank, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas (BSP). The operations of the BSP might appear to be shrouded in obscurity, with many aware only of its role in currency regulation. However, it is an integral pillar supporting the Philippine economy, not merely due to its functional roles, but also because of the extensive accolades it has received. Its reputation is well acknowledged within global banking circles, with the central bankers of the Philippines frequently recognized as some of the world's best. But before we delve deeper, let's take a moment to explore what exactly the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas is, its responsibilities, and its paramount significance to the Philippine economy. To truly comprehend the significance and success of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas (BSP), it is crucial to first understand the fundamental role of a central bank in a nation's economy. At its core, a central bank serves as the guardian of a country's monetary policy. It is tasked with managing the nation's currency, controlling interest rates, and safeguarding the stability and integrity of the financial system. In essence, it holds the reins of a country's financial well-being, steering it through economic cycles and ensuring stability in the face of potential financial storms. However, the role of a central bank is not a universal constant, and its responsibilities can vary based on the specific needs and objectives of its country. In the case of the Philippines, the mandate of the BSP is meticulously outlined in the new Central Bank Act. This mandate seeks to ensure that the BSP promotes a stable price environment conducive to a balanced and sustainable growth of the national economy. But what does this entail? Essentially, it means that the BSP has the task of maintaining monetary stability, which involves keeping inflation in check and ensuring that the country's money supply aligns with economic growth. Additionally, the BSP is responsible for the convertibility of the Philippine peso. This refers to the ease with which the Philippine peso can be exchanged for foreign currencies, a critical aspect for trade and investment purposes. Among the key defining characteristics that set the BSP apart is the exceptional level of autonomy it maintains. Even as it is rooted within the broader governmental architecture, it valiantly upholds its independence not merely as a virtue, but as an operational mandate. Despite its bureaucratic roots, the BSP operates as a separate entity, unswayed by governmental pressures, thus making decisions independently. This strategic insulation from the government's direct control forms an essential protective barrier. It shields the institution from any political manipulation or undue influence that could adversely tip the scales of economic stability. Such autonomy ensures that the BSP can prioritize the country's economic health and growth rather than succumbing to the potentially short-sighted objectives of the political climate at any given time. Another key strength that bolsters the BSP's efficacy is its profound commitment to transparency. It's not enough for the institution to make sound economic decisions. These decisions and the basis behind them must be communicated clearly to the populace and other stakeholders. The BSP has distinguished itself in this aspect, clearly articulating its policy decisions and revealing the underlying rationale behind them in a prompt and understandable manner. This level of transparency does not only promote accountability within the institution, but it also fosters an environment of trust and confidence. It reassures domestic consumers about the integrity of their economic system, encourages international investors by signaling a stable and predictable economic environment, and builds credibility within the international community. Therefore, by ensuring its autonomy and upholding transparency, the BSP not only strengthens its own operations, but also fortifies the economic future of the nation and its place on the global stage. Now, upon understanding their mandate and independence, we must come to understand why they are then called amongst the world's best. To begin, let's focus on Governor Benjamin Diokno, whose leadership prowess was acknowledged in 2022 when he was named Global Central Banker of the Year by both UK Magazine and The Banker. This accolade is no mere pat on the back, but a testament to his dexterity in navigating the Philippine economy through the tumultuous waters of the global pandemic. What sets Diokno apart from his contemporaries is his ability to foster economic stability amidst adversity. He managed to keep inflation rates within target, prudently administered the country's international reserves, and championed financial inclusivity. More than these concrete accomplishments, his leadership has been defined by transparency and open communication, qualities that are indeed highly valued in the often opaque world of finance. However, Diokno is not the first to bring pride to the Philippine Central Bank. This tradition of excellence dates back to earlier leaders who left indelible marks in the institution's history. A prime example is Armando Tetanco Jr., a two-term central bank governor who served from 2005 to 2017. His expertise in monetary policy management, dedication to financial inclusion, and embrace of technology and innovation in the banking sector didn't go unnoticed. Not only was he hailed as one of the world's best central bankers multiple times by Global Finance magazine, but he was also a recipient of a Lifetime Achievement Award. But the story doesn't end there. We can trace this culture of excellence even further back to Rafael Buenaventura, who served as the central bank governor from 1999 to 2005. His achievements and strategic leadership placed him amongst the top central bankers worldwide, as recognized by Euromoney. Buenaventura's term saw the strengthening of the Philippines' financial system amidst the Asian financial crisis, embodying the resilience and tenacity that have since become the trademarks of the Central Bank of the Philippines. There are remarkably long reasons for why each central banker is arguably great, but let us dive into specific key areas. The Global Central Banker of the Year recognition bestowed upon Governor Diokno, for instance, is tied to his performance in managing the challenges posed by the pandemic. A significant part of his successful approach was his advocacy for a 75 basis point hike, a move that showcased his strategic foresight and ability to make tough decisions in the face of a crisis. His effective monetary policies were essential in maintaining the Philippine economy's stability amid the global economic downturn. Moreover, his commitment to transparency and frequent communication with the public helped build trust and ensured that the public was well informed about the country's financial state. Financial inclusion, a critical driver of economic growth, was also at the heart of the central bank strategy. Governor Tetanco's tenure exemplified this with the recognition of the Financial Inclusion Award named after him, marking the significance of his contributions. Under his guidance, the central bank pushed for reforms that made financial services more accessible to marginalized sectors, reducing the inequality gap and encouraging broader economic participation. This focus on inclusivity reflects a central banking approach that values the welfare of all citizens, not just the financial elite. In terms of innovation, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas is no stranger. Recognized at the 2023 FinTech and RankTech Global Awards, the institution has shown a consistent willingness to embrace technology and innovation. From the integration of fintech solutions to promoting a digitized banking environment, the central bank actively seeks to position itself at the forefront of the digital revolution. The proactive approach ensures that the financial sector remains competitive, efficient, and responsive to the needs of a modern economy. Armando Tetanco Jr.'s reign was distinguished by his judicious handling of monetary policy and commitment to financial inclusion. His leadership navigated the country through global economic volatility, leading to him being hailed as one of the world's top central bankers. His dedication and competence were so highly esteemed that a Global Finance Award was named in his honor, symbolizing his enduring impact on the field of central banking. Going further back, Governor Rafael Buenaventura is fondly remembered for his strength and resilience. He led the central bank amid the Asian financial crisis, implementing measures that safeguarded the nation's economy. His firm hand and prudent decisions earned him a spot among Euromoney's world's top central bankers, a testament to his leadership during trying times. Thus, the Philippine Central Bank's leaders, through their individual strengths and collective efforts, have demonstrated exceptional stewardship. Their strategic decision-making, commitment to financial inclusion, and embrace of technological innovation are what set them apart. Their leadership has proven that a balance of stability, inclusivity, and forward thinking is a winning formula in central banking. They have indeed set a benchmark of excellence in central banking that is recognized not just in the Philippines, but globally. The high standards they set provide a valuable template for other central banks and financial institutions around the world. In conclusion, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas (BSP) serves as a shining example of a central bank's pivotal role in a nation's economy, standing as a beacon of stability, autonomy, transparency, and progressive leadership. Its operations go beyond the standard functions of currency regulation and monetary policy management, tackling broader economic issues such as financial inclusion and digital innovation. Its steadfast dedication to these principles, coupled with the unwavering leadership of its central bankers, has earned it global recognition and set it on par with the world's best. But anyway, let us know what you think. Thanks for watching.